Amiga makes it possible. Hi, this is Ports of Call, a maritime simulation game from 1987 by Rolf-Dieter Klein and Martin Ulrich and published by Aegis Development Inc. This is indeed an Amiga game. It was later ported for DOS as well. And this is our workbench. On the emulated Amiga 500, we've got 1 megabyte of memory. And we're going to use a mouse. By the way, those icons are just so cute. I like the anchor one. It is very much in tone with the game. So this game is a business management simulator. So it's not going to be flashy action or crazy graphics or anything like that. It barely has any sound actually. But for those who are into this kind of making money, transactioning, and doing all sorts of that stuff, building their own business, it's fun. Ports of Call was produced for Aegis Development by Rolf-Dieter Klein, aka Sparks, and Martin Ulrich, aka Beethoven. Graphics by R.E. Labar and J.D. Sachs. Yes, indeed, our credits for today. And this is the intro. I really like the graphics here. The animation of the water is very realistic. Even though that ship over there, do you see it? It's leaking. And once again, our credits are being shipped in. That's very appropriate. Welcome, Martin Ulrich. This game is made for you. Have fun. Thanks, but that's not me. Yes. Oh yes, by the way, a small disclaimer. This game is cracked. And that's probably why we have this music right now, because it's extremely anachronistic to the game. But if you are familiar with the whole idea of cracked games, you would know that they would have this kind of music at the beginning. So anything that I input in this text box here is going to be okay. So okay it is. Don't worry, the music isn't going to last very long. I know it's very repetitive. Please enter the desired playing duration. So we could play for 1 hour and let it decide after that if we've done well or badly. Or until the end. I haven't seen any end in the manual. Please enter the degree of playing difficulty. Beginner, expert, or genius. I am no genius by any means, so I'm going to be a beginner. And by the way, this was one of my random games, randomly selected to me from my program in the list of a lot of games. And I did do a playthrough of it to see how it is, and I didn't do very well. I lost money actually, but I learned a lot of things. And I also watched a review plus some tips from my friend's channel, All the New Video Games. I'm going to link it in the description. And I also read the manual. I got some knowledge of nautical terms. I have a lot of glossaries open here in case we run into some interesting and unknown words and terms. So it was supposed to be a low effort kind of video. It ended up as a whole project. We can have 4 ship owners in one game, so up to 4 people playing in hot seat multiplayer, which is a nice touch, of course. Ship owner number 1, that's me. Please fill out this registration form. I'm going to be skipper, which means captain, and my company is going to be World. This is something that my Dad was doing all the time when registering any software. He said company World. Can you tell the stem from the stern? Oh, yes indeed. What are these stem and stern? Give me a second. Stem, an extension of the keel at the forward end of a ship. Stern, the rear part of the ship, technically defined as the area built up over the stern post, extending upwards from the counter rail to the taffrail. contrast bow. So something, the stem is on the front of the ship, the stern is on the back. Right, going back here, we will choose our home port. This is going to define as well what commodities we're able to um, ship from our home port. So each of these cities will have different goods that we can ferry back and forth. So going back to that video that I mentioned before, the review one with some tips, it said Vancouver is a good place to start for a beginner. So let's go ahead. Good old Canada. I'm not Canadian though. I have worked with Canadians before. They were a nice bunch. This is going to be one of our screens. We can perform actions here, also see the simulation elapsed time, days, weeks, years. In the globe, we can see our company world. We should be able to see where our ship is, but we don't have any ships right now. We're poor. Our office. Give it a second. The offices are pretty much generated on the spot, and I see that they're randomized, so everybody will get a different office. In each of my test playthroughs, I got a different office, and one of them was really nice. It had some ships on model ships, one on the table and one on the wall, and they were really cute. I like those a lot. I'm going to put a picture of that over here. But our office right now is, you know, high-rise buildings, a grandfather clock for some reason with a pendulum, and just basic desk, that uncomfortable, well, comfortable yet in the summer, you know how it is, right? Leather or fake leather chair. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We can't interact with these. We cannot call our secretary and tell her that she's lovely today. We can, however, see our business outlook information. PLA, income, expenditures, possession statistics. So far, nothing, I assure you. We're a brand new company. Ships positions, bank accounts, ranking list. These are going to be more interesting later. Sorry. Actions that we can take here are limited, and they are regarding basically credit, mortgage, so bank actions, and also changing the home port if we're unhappy with where we are in Canada. For now, I don't think we need to get a mortgage or a credit. We have, as you can see here, $5 million as a start. Is that Canadian dollars? I don't know. Status 0. Let's see how we're going to fare. Right, so you've seen the globe, the office. Let's go to the shipbroker and get some ships. Or actually just one ship, because I don't think we can afford multiple right now. This is actually a pretty lengthy game if you want to get into it. Klein and Ulrich Limited Shipbrokers. That was the elevator. Okay, these are our options here. High-tech ships, which are, as you might presume, extremely expensive brand new ships. We cannot afford those, I'm pretty sure. But, well, let's look at them. I bet they're pretty. Look at this. Wow. Wow, look at those numbers. I mean, if only we had that much money, we would... Let's see the most expensive ship. Roro Lolo. I don't know what exactly that means. Should we look it up? Let's look it up very quickly. Roll-on, roll-off ship, also RORO or RO-RO. A vessel designed to carry wheeled cargo that can drive on and off the ship on its own wheels. So we could carry actual cars in here. Maybe even actual trucks, because it's a big ship. Let me explain to you some of the terms here. The 40,000 BRT, means, give me a second, gross registered tonnage. It comes from the German Bruttoregistertonne. I'm sorry, my German is very bad. I've only done so little of it. The university, I was not very good at it. But basically, total internal volume expressed in registered tons. Okay. This is the horsepower, 40,000 horsepower. It's a very powerful ship. And these are the dimensions. The length, 250 meters, and this would be the breadth or the beam. Basically the width of the ship, 32 meters. The widest of the widths, because of course it's a three-dimensional object and it will not be the same measurements everywhere. Deposit 40%. This means that I can buy this with a mortgage, so to say. So I can pay 40% up front, and the rest will be as a mortgage, as a credit. But I cannot afford even that much. Vmax is the maximum velocity, 23. Kn means knots, which is basically a knot is basically nautical mile per hour. That would be 1.852 kilometers per hour, or in regular miles 1.151 miles per hour. Or if you're into the meters per second, 0.514 meters per second. That is actually the international measurement, meters per second, not miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Of course, in the metric system. Fuel usage at maximum velocity, 134 tons per day. Bunker maximum 6,000 tons. Let me see 1 second if we have bunker. A container for storing coal or fuel oil for a ship's engine. So the bunker will have maximum of how much we can store. Cost per day, $12,000. The costs per day, according to the manual, will include tax, management, crew expenses, safety precautions, and other costs. They will vary from country to country and also from ship to ship. Okay, that was a lot of information to take in. And also, nice ships that we cannot afford, right? Those are the high-tech ships. Then we have the pre-owned ships, which would be second-hand ships, but in a bit better condition. And we've got the low-cost ships, which of course are pre-owned and, as is. Might not be in the best condition. This reminds me of Stan's previously owned ships. You know Stan from Monkey Island series? He could sell the moon to you. And you wouldn't need it. Seller's market, this is where you are going to be able to trade between your... it would be nice to have multiplayer, so you could trade between yourself and the other players. Let's see if there's anything. Nope. Let's go to the consulting division and see what they have to say. Dear customer, our office is closed for the day. New ships are available on the 5th floor. Previously owned ships in good condition are on sale on the 4th floor, and on the 3rd floor is our low-cost used ship sell-off bureau. Manned by Stan. Trade in your old ship on the 2nd floor. Now don't delay, do it soon. Shipbrokers Consultants, Inc. Okay. So let's go to the low-cost option. We have two ships that we can choose from, the slightly bigger one and the smaller one. I have bought both in the past, and I can tell you that the bigger one is indeed harder to steer. What do I mean by that? Well, this is also a ship parking simulator, more or less, ship mooring simulator, because that's what parking a ship actually is. You moor it in a port. So these are, let me show you very quickly. MB freighter, 20,000 BRT, 14,000 horsepower. It's pretty nice, very long. 15 knots at maximum velocity. It does use quite a bit of fuel, however, and we've got these costs per day. The second one, smaller, slightly smaller, so the other one was almost 200 meters long. This is 150 meters. Same maximum speed, uses less fuel, so it's fuel efficient. But we've got a smaller bunker. So we could go for the smaller or we could go for the bigger one. The manual itself suggests that you shouldn't exactly go for the big ship right from the get-go because it's difficult to steer. However, I think we can make do. What do you say? Welcome, ship owner. Question the ship to MS. MS dinghy. A dinghy is a rowboat, basically, or something that can be towed by another boat with a motor. 100% deposit on your debit. So we have to pay cash up front. So we have to give it all the money that it costs. Let's get it. Well, alright, the ship's buoyant. The best of luck to you. It's good that it's buoyant. I'm glad for that. We could buy additional ships, but from my personal experience before, it's a good idea to start small. At least for me, as a very, very, very beginner. Let's get out of here. We could amass a fleet of ships. Right, we are currently in Vancouver. Right, let me stop. Sorry, I wasn't fast enough. If I stop the action, you could see more information on, you could do things, and you could also, you could go to your office and do things, manage your other ships if you had any. But this is basically our initial menu here, where we can see more or less a short overview of what we have. So our ship, dinghy, 3 million in the bank account. Ship condition is 59%, so it's not very good. It's not in a good condition. We do have a bit of fuel, 2,873 tons. Now I'm going to make some notes here because not all the it's not going to show up on all the screens. We do not have a menu where you can access everything from the spot. We don't have these as stats on the screen at all times. So I'm going to make a note here. And you can see that we have a nice image supposedly representing Vancouver, at least in the late 80s. So it says Vancouver, Canada. This is probably old data, of course, but they do speak English and French there as official languages. And at least for this game, they are trading cars and crude materials. Now we have some captain's orders that we can perform. Repair the ship, refuel, charter, which means choosing some commodities to ferry around, lay up, which means basically waiting in port for a while because we will be affected by the supply and demand of certain goods. For example, there might be a surplus, a good crop of something, and we can then get more money, and so on. And if we don't get a good price for what we would carry somewhere, it's a good idea to just lay up and load if we decide what we want to get. Okay, I think the first order of business is to repair the ship. We have enough money because That's what I was thinking. We could repair to 100%. It's not necessary. We can keep it at a lower percentage of how good condition it is in. I don't think that the sailors are going to be very angry. um, but you can see the costs per percentage. It's not a small sum. And if we get the maximum, we would pay 1 million and roughly 200,000. So I would suggest going for something a bit more modest, 20% extra. This is going to take some time, as you will see. Elapsed time. Let's stop the action for a second. Let me explain to you what's going on here. According to the manual, of course, again, these numbers would show the wind and the strength of the wind. So supposedly 10 would be a very strong wind here, right? We can also go back to our office and see what's going on here, get some statistics, I suppose. They might not say much though. Let's see. So it will show us our money. This is basically our how much money we had. We spent it. It doesn't show the fact that we have transformed that money into an asset. It will count it as a loss for us. So it's basically how much cash we have, or how much we have in our bank account. Okay, possessions. We've got a ship. This is the value of the ship. Supposedly, after we have also fixed it, it's less than we paid for, of course. Cash, capital assets, and property report. Is this a good time to tell you that I'm not very good at business management? I've never had my own business. My dad had one, and unfortunately it didn't go very well. So people have had businesses around me, but I never got into the nitty-gritty part of it. So this is our little ship. You can see where the red dot there. Every ship from each player will have a different color. So, sorry, every player will have different color ships. So mine would be red, the next players would be, I don't know, some other color. But it's just me here. Unfortunately, I'm playing single player. So our ship is in better condition. It's a good idea to have as much as possible to avoid any possible accidents. So we're going out to sea. That might mean storms or hitting some icebergs or something. Let's hope not. But we are going to refuel. Come on. Okay. This is the refuel menu where we can see how much we have in our tank. Actually, we're basically at a full tank, which is very good. We would be able to get more, or, well, if we had an empty tank, we could get this much percentage of how much we could carry. But we're almost full. We do not need any fuel. Also notice the prices here. It's very important because the prices themselves will be different from port to port. Bunker C oil 0.9 to 1.08 grams per cubic centimeter at 15 degrees Celsius. We will have these measurements in the metric system. This was indeed a game made by German developers, so that's what I expect would happen. Oh, by the way, a small piece of trivia. They actually did their best to make the game as realistic as possible, not only from the business point of view, the financial marketplace fluctuations, to make it as realistic as possible, but also from the point of view of steering that ship, because you will see later that we would be able to uh, leave dock and enter the dock manually. It's going to be interesting. Let's get some goods to move around, huh? We've got some options here from us. What is the closest? What are the closest destinations? We have Hong Kong, Lima. We have the distances as well. Karachi, I'm not sure what that is. Point Hope is actually in Alaska, and I've been there before. They did not have anything to send anywhere, so that was a yeah. I don't know if I'm going there. Should we go to Hong Kong? Lima is quite close. Let's see what they would like. Oh, look, electronics. Wow, that's good. That gives us a lot of money. Ballast is basically going with nothing, just to go from one place to another, because let's say I ended up like last time I played in Point Hope and I had absolutely nothing to export from there. Well, I'm not exporting per se, I'm just carrying the goods. So electronics, yeah, that's good. Let me see if I can find none here. No, unfortunately. Whoa, wait. Do you see what I see? Haha. 1 million. Let's go to Karachi. Forget the electronics and the yeah. Let's do this one. Look at the money, 1.5 million. We're going there. I was trying to say that there are two types of assignments we can take for carrying goods. We can do this one where we do not have a time limit, or there are those that are timed where we have a deadline. We have a maximum number of days that we can use to get to a place. And I haven't been able to get there within the allotted time, even though I tried my best. So I will show you if we get to that kind of situation. Okay, let's see. We've got a full tank of fuel, ship in good condition. We took our cargo. We chose our cargo, so let us load it. I'm not going to stop the action, there's really not much to do right now. But we could pay attention to the time to see how much time we are taking with everything. Okay, your ship is ready to proceed to sea. Cast off. We have two options, steer by hand or use tug's help. If we use tug's help, it will cost us $5,000. It might not seem much when you have a few million, but I'd like to show you the steering by hand. It's pretty nice. It's a different game mechanic. Okay, so let me explain what's going on here. And this is kind of the only sound effect that we would have in the game. Basically, it's a bit silent except for here. And our time is running out, so I'm going to show you very quickly. We need to end up here. We are here docked. This is forward, and as far as the farther we put this, the faster we go. And this is backwards movement. This is left, this is right, port and starboard. Let's go backwards. And it will accelerate and decelerate very gently, just like in real life, you know. It's not going to be pedal to the metal right away. So I'm going to back up a bit so I can move my ship like this. Let's go a bit faster. It also has momentum, so It will take a while until it manages to stop. You can see this is our speed. Now I'm going to... Oh, not too much. Sorry. Ah, sorry. That's a problem with this interface. It's mouse driven. I did crash a ship before. It was kind of embarrassing, I must admit. I think we're going to do it again. Yeah. Hold on. The faster you go... Oh, no. Straight. Go straight. Okay. The faster you go, the more momentum you have and the harder it is to steer. I cannot believe I didn't crash the poor ship. Let's... Whoop. Straighten it up. Let's not do anything stupid. Come on, ship. Now we can go faster. There we go, straight up. And if you run out of time, they will get angry with you. And they will penalize you and you will lose money. But here we go. Wow. Awesome. I think the first time I did this and successfully did it, it was congratulating me, but I think now it's expecting me to do well, even though I kind of sucked at first, at a few times. Okay, no time limit, as I said before. Distance, it's far. It's far. Time 33 days. Oh, what am I getting myself into? We can go there slower. However, remember that we have that fixed cost. So I think I'm making a mistake right now of taking such a long trip from the get-go, because shorter trips would be more efficient, more safe. So safer. And also if we decrease the speed here, we will use less fuel, but we will also get there slower and we would pay more per day. Let's try like this. In the meantime, we could stop the action and check up on things. So for example, I could go back to my office, check my statistics, my ship. Well, I only have one ship that's large. Model 66. Oh, wow. Ship position. It's telling me I am right here. And this is my route. I think I can... Whoa! Easy. Okay, we need to end up here. Wow, we're going a long way. Oh, wait. It was telling me the ETA. Yes. Plus 31 days. Okay. Can we get some more statistics? Do we look good on the graphs? We look kind of okay-ish for now. But since we're just starting out, this is more like resume action. Okay, let's go slowly. And there would be events, random events at times. That's what you're going through. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be closer to Australia. What's happening? I think it's one of those events, unless I run out of fuel. Attention, there's hard weather ahead. Beaufort 8, stormy wind. Time to round 11 days. So we have two options. We can pass through and risk it, or we could go around 11 days. Let's go around. Our ship isn't really the best. But 11 days, that's a lot. I hope we have enough. Can we see how much fuel we have? I wonder. Dinghy. No, it's not showing me. How about in the office? About ships? No, it's just... okay, just telling me how many I've got. It doesn't have as many options as I'd like to have. Now I'm making demands as if I were some kind of a business simulation aficionado or something. Hold on, there's something happening again. MS Dinghy, Captain Skipper. There seems to be an emergency. Okay, we can rescue this person. By the way, the controls are mouse driven. And this is the Amiga version. The controls are all only mouse. In the DOS version, they would actually... sorry, I need to steer left. The controls on the DOS version would be with keyboard, and I understand it's easier to do. It's easier to steer and get to places, but honestly, I like it like this too. I like the challenge. I'm a weird person sometimes. Oh yes, I did have this minigame before and I crashed into the poor soul, so let's try not to do that, shall we? Let's just get close enough. It always presses here, it's a bad thing when that happens. Let's get close enough without ramming into the poor thing. The poor person. Are we close enough? Come on. Let's get to a full stop. What's happening? Okay. Let's back up. Not so fast, not so fast. Well, do I need to be parallel to that person? Stop, 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 stop. Well done, you took the shipwrecked on board. You know, that was so nerve-wracking because that last time I rammed into them. Yay, they're saved. That was a very long trip. Let's see if we managed to do anything. Okay, we are at the port, Karachi. I hope I'm not mispronouncing this. I'm very, very sorry. I don't know that many foreign languages. I just know a tiny bit of a few. Very few. Your ship is ready to go alongside. Enter port. Steer by hand or use Doug's help. Let's steer by hand. Oh, this is easy. Oh, but let me tell you something. We have to have the nose there. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Hard to starboard. To try to turn the ship around. And yes, I do have a driver's license and my own car in real life. My car is actually old enough to have its own driver's license, but it's serviceable. It's good. I keep it in pretty good shape, and I'm an okay driver. But the thing is, I am indeed not the best at parking. I take a lot of time. People get annoyed with me. How long are you gonna take to park that car? How many moves are? Well, I need to be careful, right? Let's stop for a little while. Go backwards. Hopefully we've got enough room. We got enough time, I hope. You know, hourglasses always remind me of Prince of Persia. I'm not sure. If push comes to shove, and this is a very amusing pun, because you know, shove off means to get off the pier. I could go forward a tiny bit. Yeah, go forward, hard to the right, before I knock into something. Actually, yeah, forward but straight. A bit to the right too. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's go once again backwards. Hopefully before we hit that thing. No, 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 no. This way, this way. Go straight, go straight. So yeah, my parking skills aren't the best. My docking skills, not so much either, but we will do our best. Maybe give ourselves a wider berth. And yes, indeed, berth is a nautical term. Means how much space we have between our vessel and the other stuff around it, like other ships or the edges of a port, or you know, stuff like that. I'm doing my best here. Am I? No. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. No, I'm gonna crash. Oh, I backed up too fast. Sorry, but the MS dinghy was damaged. Cost of tugs, 28,000. Ah, see, that's what you get. It's a big ship. It has lots of momentum. It manages that sort of stuff too. Okay. Right. I was checking how long I've been doing this. Let's repair it a tiny bit. How much fuel did we use up? 1,800 tons to get here. Okay. Let's repair. How much money have we got? 3.6 million. Wait, did we make any money? I'd like to know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So let's put it on 20% extra again. It's going to take a little bit. Oh, I can stop the action. Hold on. Let's see our statistics. Income, expend. So, income from shipping, we did get that 1.5 million. Expenses in general, wow, 3,900,000. 2,400,000. Basically, I think this also means the cost of our ship, which was 2 million. So it's not good. Possessions. But the value of the ship has risen, which is a good thing. If we want to sell it, we can. So our cash has grown, which is good. But we're still lower than we were before. Okay. Let's keep going. We're currently repairing the ship. Okay. I would like to refuel. Oh, it's expensive. That's a problem. So we're only getting this much. Okay, this is expensive fuel right here. So we're only getting this much. Our fuel is currently 1,500 tons. Let's see what we can charter. Let's go close by. NM means nautic miles, by the way. Piraeus, I'm not sure what that is. This is our home port, but it's far, far, far away. San Francisco as well. London. Yeah, let's go to Piraeus. How much is it going to pay me? Very little. Textiles. Ballast is always going to be 0 from what I've seen, but don't quote me on that. How's London? Let's take some textiles to Piraeus. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Gives us a very, very low income. Psst. Hey, how do you like a strictly confidential collateral agreement? Wow. Okay, let's hear it. It's $10,000 for the discreet delivery of a teeny-weeny suitcase. Oh, well, contraband. No, it's not worth it. I'm pretty sure I could get fined for so much if I got caught with that. Plus, I'm not. What if I doubled your remuneration? No, sir, we've got principles here. Okay. We're loaded. Good, we're ready to proceed to sea. Steering by hand. See, this is how it was supposed to look when we would have been done. Exiting the port. need to be nice and easy, nice and slow. We can drag this, or we could just click on the segment where we want the cursor to go. So far, good enough. Yeah, let's keep going straight like this. The manual said that you can even back up into the exit area, which is a nice touch if you ask me. Come on. A bit faster. You can do it. You can do it, little dinghy. I call it a dinghy. But, you know, dinghies are just tiny, tiny ships. We made it! Huzzah! No time limit once again. 9 days to get there at maximum speed. Let's use some fuel efficiency. Let's try to go a bit slower. Have some tea. Okay, to ship owner skipper, canal fees are due. Please note a deduction of $7,000. Oh, I did not know. I didn't know about that. Okay. We're here. Let's go. How do they think these things up? Wow. Fine, fine. Let's go left. Well, you know, in the end, if it doesn't work, we'll just get towed and fined. We'll have to repair the ship. Let's not fail. How about that? And if you're curious, I don't know if you'd be curious, but I don't have much experience with ships. I've been on ships, you know, for, I wouldn't say cruises, just small excursions. Okay. Sightseeing, that sort of stuff. Let's... Okay, okay. Okay. Start steering. Uh-oh. Good. It's useful that we have that little area here because it's easier to not knock our ship into the walls. Nice and easy. Now, this reminds me a lot of that movie, if you've seen it, Galaxy Quest. It's a really funny... It's supposed to be a sci-fi parody, reminiscent of the series that we all know. If we're... Wait. I'm a silly potato. If you're a sci-fi fan like me, you would know about Star Trek. Stop, 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 ship, no! Ah! Let's back up a tiny bit because I was a silly potato. Silly potato! Ah. It was perfect, but I just had to stop and I didn't. Story of my life, I had to stop, I didn't. Come on, little ship, don't fail me now. That's what you get when you are in a hurry. Like me. Hard to port! Slow down! So as I was saying when I got so rudely interrupted by my incompetence, this reminds me of that scene in Galaxy Quest where, you know, everybody is an actor in this sci-fi opera series, movie or something like that, but they discover that they're actually getting in a real ship in real life. And the pilot is given the task to exit the port, the dock. Still not good enough, huh? Oh, it needs to be also parallel to the... Wait. No. It's good enough? It's good enough. Oh. And the pilot, who had never actually piloted that ship in his life, but just on the TV prop, managed to do a pretty good job. However, steering a tiny, tiny, tiny bit to one side. It's difficult to explain, but so easy when you see it. And everybody on the ship watching him was leaning towards the other side like, hey, go that other side. Hey, you're hitting that wall, and he did scrape the wall. Okay, result. We got some money. We got some money. $2.5 million. Ship condition? Good. Fuel, let me write it down. 906 tons. Let's see how the prices of fuel are looking around here. Ooh, low. Fill her up. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're in Greece. It looks nice. I like it. Never been to Greece. Let's see what we could... Houston. Basra. This is close. Houston is not that far. Huh, interesting. Let's see what options we've got. Not so good. Textiles, so and so. Oh, yes, yes. Textiles to Basra. Definitely. Or the produce. I don't know. Let's bring them some fruit. Some nice apples. I like apples. Oh no, you again. No. No. Although maybe at some point we'll have to try that out and see what happens. Let's steer out of here. Okay, good thing is we can go through here. Ha ha ha. Oh, sorry. Nice and easy. Port. I mean, starboard. Sorry. You must think I'm a very lousy captain right now. And I think I would agree. It kind of feels like four-wheel drive. Only it has no wheels, of course. It's a ship. Though do not quote me on that. I've never driven a four-wheel drive car. I've driven just regular sedans, or how they're called, and Dad's minivan for his business. Dad actually used to have an IT business, and he had a van. It was a diesel. It sounded like a tractor for me. I've been on a tractor before, actually. My grandparents had fields at the countryside, and we were going around in their tractor. It was very interesting. Hard on the bones, let me tell you. Pretty hard on the bones. But it was fun for me as a kid. I think we could go faster. Or we'll get there on Sunday, and it's Saturday today. Yeah. I had some fun ideas earlier to make believe I was a pirate. Arr! By the way, did you know sailors are called salty dogs? Or matalots, but salty dogs sounds much more interesting. Like they're salty. Because of the salty sea, or maybe because they're just, hardcore, angry at the world, something like that. I don't know. Oh, by the way, you could think that you could just go anywhere in the wide sea, but no, you're supposed to get out through that particular tiny spot. You're not allowed to do anything else. You're not allowed to go out through here. It will penalize you. Yeah. Scary stuff. I think this is good enough. I could just go straight. Turn left. Somehow we're going somewhere, aren't we? Okay. We're good. Only one crash so far. I think I'm improving. 11 days to get there. 12 days, 13 days. Good enough. I think it's a fair expenditure. The time has expired. Oh yes, we have reached the 1 hour. Now we have an option to continue or to quit. I think we can continue. Let's check our finances so far. So Our dinghy is, well, we've seen it right here. And let's check the office. There's a paper. Ah, was this here before? Is this a memo from my lawyers? Income, expenditures. Oh, we're still in the red, which is not fun. Let me tell you, I do not like that. Income from shipping, very low, but we are hopefully making a bit of progress. Possessions once again, but the properties growing in value, which is, well, it warms my heart. Here's the thing, what I've read um, in the manual as well. If you have a good standing as a captain, if you have a good reputation, if you deliver things on time and you do things by the book and are, well, basically you're a good captain and a good business person, then your reputation is going to grow, and it also shows in the property um, report and so on. Value of the ship is going to increase, so yeah, it pays to be good at this. We are kind of losing money, unfortunately, but well, it's okay. Status 3. So ranking list, let's see if it shows us anything here. The world ranking list, status, assets, not so good, I suppose. Oh, and this is our winning condition, as I think. I think this is our winning condition. The manual doesn't stipulate what happens exactly, how you know when you've won. You could play this until the end, but it does not explain what the end is. So it's very interesting in overall, if you ask me. I did meet a mini game where I did run into a mini game where I had to steer around some icebergs. We had the storm. We had rescuing that poor person who was shipwrecked, and I suppose there's more in the game. I don't know. I have never played it until this weekend. But I really like it, and I think I'm going to keep going and try and finish it. And if I do, I'm going to show you how far I can get close to this crown. How about that? We'll see. So give me just a second, I'll be back. You have neglected your office and someone took a dip into the till. Oh, no! Okay, this is one of those deliveries that take a certain amount of time. This is the penalty for not making it in time. So let's try this. Okay, let's take this strictly confidential collateral agreement and let's see what it is about. I'm going to say no first, so they double the money. You are suspected of smuggling. Your ship is being detained. Are you going to grease the corresponding palms? No! Oh. So this is what's going to happen. You... Come on, we have to do it. How much? Let's give a good sum. Captain's orders, okay. I hate doing that. Definitely do not recommend doing that in real life, but I wanted to see what's going to happen in the game, of course. So, again, How many palms am I going to have to grease? I don't have that much grease left. To ship owner skipper, look out, reef right ahead. Master, please assume the command. Okay. No coral's going to corral me. Go straight. Up. Straight, I said straight. Not straight into the reef. I was doing so well. Yeah. Respect, master. You did a good job there. Thank you. Your ship's out of fuel. A most friendly captain has hauled in your tow rope. He tags you to your destination for a bargain. $1 million. Okay, how did I run out of fuel? Oh yes, I was cheap. So I've decided that I have enough money to buy a pre-owned ship. And I was checking these out, and this one actually looks very good. Look at the fuel efficiency. And faster. Not so much, not such a good, not such a big cost per day. And it's also not very long. I think it's great. Let's buy it. Christian the ship to MS. MS. That was dinghy. This one is tub. Mortgage 50%. Do you want to deposit more? I'd like to get full cash for it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I shouldn't. 30%? Okay, 30% more. Congratulations, you have bought a ship. A second ship. Alarm! Radar echo shows a ship on collision course. Situation extremely critical. Do something quick. What can I do? I'm in the dock. I clicked OK. This is... okay. Uh-oh. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Now that is what they call a collision. You will have to call at the shipyard. But I was at the port. I was docked. Moored even. That's terrible. War zone. Your ship has been shelled. Oh no. Trouble is, your insurance doesn't cover war risks. Well, it doesn't cover war risks. Your ship has been damaged. 76%. Okay. We have rats. Yes. So definitely the intensity of the events is growing ever since I bought that second ship. By the way, I managed to sell Dinghy for a reasonable price, 2 million. It seems we've been robbed. Your ship has been robbed. The crew is unharmed. Only the cargo is gone. Oh no, pirates! Why? By the way, we're not doing very well. 500,000. We've got some debt, unfortunately. Youch. Yes. and it's been going downhill for quite a while. The game is apparently getting much more difficult with time, so I should have made some progress while I while it was still easy, I suppose. Yeah. It seems that I'm not going to be able to finish this game anytime soon. I mean, I could recover from this in the end with quite a lot of effort and quite a lot of luck. But I've been playing all day, and honestly, I feel that I should do something else now. So I'm really glad that I got to experience this game. It was really cool, really interesting. And I wish I'd done a little better to be able to show you the end of it, a happy end at least. Because, well, anyway, as it is now, we're may as well scuttle the ship because we are covered in dishonor for doing badly with our business, unfortunately. But this is the life at sea, you know. The sea is a cruel mistress, and so on and so on. Anyway, if you've watched all of this, thank you very much. And I encourage you to check out this game if you have a lot of patience and good nose for business. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.